Welcome to CPS360. I'm Matthew Rothman.
And I'm Barrett Smith. Our first story is Otherworldly. Jake Benson captured the experience at Rockbridge that is Global Village. Out of the many traditions at Rockbridge, Global Village is probably the most anticipated for students.
Global Village is where a bunch of cultures and groups just get together, and the school just goes around and goes to different booths and just learns about different cultures.
We're trying to learn about other countries, respect their culture, and the fun part, you get to try new foods. That's like the best part of Global Village.
One day a year, the whole first block is dedicated to culture and culinary around the world. There are around 50 booths with countries ranging from Bangladesh to Bolivia.
My favorite booth would be the Mexican booth because I just love Mexican food.
I'd have to go with soul food. Oh, it's awesome. It's giant. They got all these different foods. Got cornbread, sweet potatoes, collard greens. So it's all good.
Students sign up for a spot to either show their culture, get extra credit, or have a good time.
So I'm doing the Mexican booth, and I was asked to be the mariachi player. So yeah, it's pretty good. Got food and stuff.
One of the most popular booths at Global Village isn't actually foreign.
Yeah, it's pretty lit. American booth's the best. That's all there is to it.
This has been Jake Benson with CPS 360.
Wow, that was a great story by Jake.
Jake's always the best. As winter comes to a close, school plays are wrapping up as well. Audrey Roloff got a peek at Hickman's musical band, Geeks.
Every year, the students in the musical productions class at Hickman High School put on a huge and unique show. These shows never seem to disappoint, and over the years have gotten the students in the class hooked on theater. Robin Steinhaus, the choir director and musical theater teacher at Hickman, has been preparing the kids in the class all year, watching them grow as actors and actresses to finally present their skills to the public. This year, she picked Band Geeks as the spring musical.
Band Geeks is about high school marching band and the struggles that they have because they're a smaller group and the school board continually cuts their funding, so they don't have money for travel or for real uniforms, so they just wear t-shirts. And so it's really all about the struggles that they are having to stay afloat and to be a cohesive band.
Elliot Johnson, a junior at Hickman, started theater later than some, but hasn't stopped since.
This is my first year of doing the show, but this is my second musical. The first one was Pippin.
Time is an important factor that goes into any production, and the spring musical has experienced this firsthand.
Not only just preparing for rehearsals and doing choreography and blocking and teaching everybody the music during class, but then again, all of February and into 2 weeks of March, we're here pretty much every day after school for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. So it's a big commitment.
Actors put in lots of work. However, the show could not be successful without the tech crew. Caleb Adrokotsky, a senior at Hickman, has loved being a part of the team.
Tech is super important to theater because we control lights, sound, the set. I mean, actors are very important to theater, but I think without both of us here, the show cannot go on.
All in all, this show will go into Hickman High School history and impress audiences all around. Shows open March 9th until March 11th, and doors open at 7. Signing off for CPS 360, I'm Audrey Roloff.
Wow, that's another great story from Audrey.
She always comes through in the clutch. Barrett Smith brings us a feature on the nursing program at the Columbia Area Career Center.
Nursing is a sought-out class at the Columbia Area Career Center. The program offers students the opportunity to dive in what nurses do every day.
Well, our class, so this is the CNA program, so by the end of the year we'll be CNA certified, which is Certified Nursing Assistant. So basically this class is preparing us to become that. And so we do clinicals and we basically go through a lot of training for it. So we learn, we go through a pathogens unit, an anatomy unit, and we start to learn how to, oral care, so we learn how to brush their teeth, and we learn how to transfer them into a chair, onto the commode. We learn how to give showers and whatnot. So it's just basically preparing us for that test and for that like next step. I think my favorite part of this class is the bonds that I have with my classmates, because it's definitely like no other class in high school ever compared to this one, because you are doing a lot of stuff that you never thought you would be doing. So, and you're doing it with the people around you, so you're kind of going through this whole new learning experience with your classmates, and it just forms bonds that you probably will never forget.
Do you think this class like gave you any new like qualities or anything about
Any new
yourself?
values?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. So many new values. Like, it's a whole, I don't really know how to touch on any, but I guess the value of respect has like came a lot, and just the value of like how much you can make a difference just by like getting someone to smile, because those people in the nursing home, like that is their final like stop, like that, like they're not going to be able to go back home and relive and like learn how to walk on their own again. Like it's their final stop. So
Some of them are really
This has been Barrett Smith with CPS360 signing out.
Barrett, great story, buddy.
Thanks, dude. Next, Ben Elmore brings us a feature on a special teacher at Hickman High.
You may hear about Mr. McGuinn. He has quite the stare, but he truly helps
A
students.
coachable person can go up to, and if you're completely confused and you can't figure out what's going on, he will explain it to you in a different way, and he has shown a willingness to help anybody who needs it.
Tries to apply what you're learning through fun projects throughout the year.
Say to see what actually goes on in the legislative branch.
Health,
and
medicine, energy, the environment,
really
law,
understand
politics.
how much work is put into making these bills. You don't just stop at 1 or 2 paragraphs. You have to go so in depth and know exactly what you're talking about in order to make this project a success.
Along with projects, he challenges his students to think a little bit.
To know like your ideas, your ideologies behind different topics, and he shifts the way that you think about things. Like with even more provoking questions, he'll ask you like, oh, why do you think this? And you'll answer, and then he'll ask a question that kind of contradicts or like makes you think a little bit more about your answer. And about his class is it kind of made me step back from everything that I previously like talked about with like my family and like their ideologies and like how that influenced me, and I started to think more for myself rather than for like what other people believed around me, and I think that was really important.
Along with thought-provoking questions, he tries to lighten up the mood a little bit.
I put those up there to motivate myself when it gets into the grunt of a school day or the grunt of a school year. The students enjoy them. They are witty and motivational, I would say. But those are mainly for me, so I can look up and grab a piece of encouragement at any time I want.
McGuinn is also a fun teacher that likes to help students.
It's really like they're really funny, and like he's just a really good teacher, and he's really supportive of his students, and he'll help you like no matter what. If you are confused with something or like you don't know how to do something, he'll help you.
So if you get
Your
lucky,
identification
you may just get
of a
Miss
problem
McGuinn as a
is
teacher.
the half page,
This has
full
been
page,
Ben
half page.
Elmore
Are
for
they
CPS360.
hard requirements?
Our last story of the show is a Rockbridge play that gives some perspective on the justice system. Savannah Singletary has the story.
The Rockbridge Drama Department has recently put on a winter production that has taken a far more darker turn than their more comical shows.
As President of the Board of Supervisors, it is my duty to make this announcement. Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk have been shot and killed.
Execution of Justice is a play by Emily Mann narrating the case of politician Dan White, who assassinated San Francisco Mayor George Moscone and openly gay city supervisor Harvey Milk in November 1978. The unique delivery of this play makes it different than others.
And what it's like to be alive in a historical moment. I thought this play was interesting because there were so many voices involved in it. It just takes transcripts from the actual trial, and so it has like all of these different people speaking their own perspective about the same event. And I really liked thinking about a play as sort of like a chorus piece, where you hear all of these voices, but the actors didn't necessarily have to take on just one character and play that person from history. It's more like they're channeling multiple voices and exploring the event.
The drama department flipped the script and did not bind rules to genders. A numerous number of girls played men, while a guy or two played a female. Stepping into much larger shoes, sophomore Jocelyn Himsall had to perform as 4 different men throughout this production.
So, and men normally talk slower and they're more deeper. So I had to both talk slowly, but I had to be fast-paced at the same time. So that was difficult. But it was very interesting because now I know how to do different characters that I normally wouldn't be girl-wise.
Combining art and history in this particular way was new and exciting for these cast members. The play allowed the actors to kill 2 birds with
I chose to do this play because I thought it was a really interesting subject about social justice. I really love to do theater, so I probably would have done the play no matter what it was. But this play in particular is really unique because it's not a comedy, it's historical, so I thought it would be interesting to learn about and to teach other people about.
This play, Rockbridge High School displayed, left audience informed, entertained, and talking. This has been Savannah Singletary for CPS360.
Nice job, Savannah. That's it for this episode of CPS360. I'm Barrett Smith.
And I'm Matthew Rothermick. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all of our content from throughout the year. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.